Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we're talking about the LCS offseason once again. We were talking about the latest and greatest news, rumor, speculation, all that good stuff going on in the professional League of Legends scene. More specifically today, we're talking about the disaster that is Team Solo Mid right now. So as you can see up on screen, ZSXZ tweeted out a little bit ago, about an hour ago, that it seems like TSM won't be signing Swordart or Pallette. Honestly, don't know what they can do. Now, this is something that has been echoed by other people in the community as well. We see Skeleton saying, I just want to give my opinion on the Swordart stuff. There's no way TSM didn't know before the contract issues and taxation shit before trying to sign him, right? Surely a multi-million-dollar esports org wouldn't overlook something so obvious. He's being genuine. There's no way. He always sort of figured out it was due to them not being able to decide on reasonable money. I highly doubt it was a, oh shit, what's this mess kind of situation. Like, there's a 100% chance, no way that's the case. And I want to believe that too. I really hope that. But I think most people are going to jump to the conclusion that it is just kind of the ineptitude of TSM having terrible management, being really dumb, whatever you want to say. But yes, there's just a ton of problems going on with Swordart right now. It seemed like he was very, very close to signing with TSM. We heard the rumor that they offered him $1.5 million per year. They were going to make him the highest paid player in the LCS. Jensen's getting 1.4 per year. He gets 1.5. Now, obviously, Perks comes in and he's making rumored to be like $3 million per year, something crazy. But they were going to throw like $1.5 million per year at Swordart. So I maybe can't even believe that money's the issue either. To me, it seems like it must be some kind of just miscalculation on TSM's part where they thought they were going to be able to land Swordart. But whatever happened, they then started reaching out to Pallette, who is a Vietnamese support. He plays for Team Flash, formerly from Gigabyte Marines. He's done really, he's been one of the best VCS supports. But now we see this tweet that says Pallette won't leave VCS or sign with TSM. He's decided to stay with Team Flash this season. And that throws another wrench into things. Because one, that kind of makes official that Swordart seems unlikely. If they're starting to reach out to other supports, then they're not close to signing Swordart. They don't think they're about to get Swordart. It seems like Swordart is almost completely off the table at that point if they're reaching out to other supports and making offers to them. Now, some people on the other side are saying, well, Pallette probably wants to leave VCS. If Pallette had a chance to come to TSM, he probably would, right? Because VCS salaries and NA salaries are not even close to each other. So maybe they came to an agreement with Swordart and said they were no longer interested in Pallette. We don't really know for sure, but either way, it seems like something's not good going on for TSM because at this point, they've only announced 2 of their players. They have Spica, they have PoE. We don't know what's going on with Doublelift yet. We don't know if huni's official. We don't have any idea who their support's going to be, and it's just an overall mess. And we were talking about this last night on my stream. It's just a bad time to be a TSM fan because, yes, obviously Bjergsen retiring, and then now Doublelift is kind of waffling back and forth. The whole team's up in the air. They're coming off an LCS championship. They're defending champs, but then 0-6 at Worlds. Then Bjergsen retires. Now we're having this mess of an offseason. We have no idea who we're even going to get on the team. It's very, very disappointing. It's very sad. It sucks. And yeah, I honestly have no idea what is going to happen from here. So obviously, if they don't get Swordart, Doublelift is considering retirement. He's the rumor in the quote is that Doublelift wants to play with a top tier foreign support, or he's going to retire, which is weird. Also, how is Doublelift able to make claims and ultimatums like that? He's coming off one of his worst seasons, if not his worst full season ever, coming off an 0-6 appearance at Worlds, coming off a time where he just looked honestly washed up at times or just unmotivated or whatever, and now all of a sudden he gets to say, give me one of the best sports in LCS, or I'm going to retire. Like, I don't know, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. At that point, I feel like he should just retire. You know, if retirement's an option for him, if he's not fully committed to this, if he's not all in, he should just retire, right? Like, I don't know. I wouldn't want a player like that on my team. I would not want that. And I don't think Doublelift is good enough to constitute being able to make those kind of claims. If Doublelift was coming off an MVP season, yeah, you have to meet his demands. He's coming off a season where he was maybe the 4th or 5th best AD carry in the LCS. He is very replaceable, especially if you're looking to build towards the future, because Doublelift's only got a couple years left at most, if not only 1 year left. If not, he's already about to retire. So anyway, we heard the deals of Lost going to Evil Geniuses, huni coming over to TSM. Well, all of a sudden, if Doublelift retires, TSM's going to cancel Lost to EG, and then Lost would be the starting AD carry for TSM. And then at that point, Evil Geniuses could still give huni to TSM because Evil Geniuses has impact in the top lane already. They don't need 2 top laners, and it's not a trade of Lost for huni. It was 2 separate transactions, Lost to Evil Geniuses, and then huni to TSM, both for buyout. So they could still the deals can happen independently. They don't need to happen one because of the other. So Travis Gafford does still think huni is the likely top laner for TSM, but he's not saying it's for sure. He does think it's for sure between Doublelift and Lost for the AD carry. And he thought Pallette was the most likely support, but now it's not going to be Pallette. It's not going to be Swordart. Who's it going to be? We have no idea at this point. It seems like a total mess. Obviously, they just got rid of Treat, so he's no longer an option. People are saying maybe they're going to have to end up bringing Biofrost back, which would be such a disappointment at this point, because he didn't look very good in 2020 either. And obviously, they seemed pretty ready to move on from him last year. It's going to be a mess. TSM, for whatever reason, whether it's something out of their control or whether it's bad management or just bad ownership or whatever's going on, something went very, very wrong for TSM this offseason. They claimed they were going to make a big splash. They missed out on Impact in the top lane. They missed out on Licorice in the top lane. They went cheaper with Huni to be able to throw huge money at a big name free agent in the support role. But now, if they aren't able to get a big support, then it's going to look very, very silly that they didn't go get Licorice, that they didn't go get Impact, because then in the end, they're just going to end up with extra money that isn't spent, which I'm sure they wouldn't be too upset about, but obviously the fans of the team should be, the roster should be, and yeah, all of a sudden TSM's looking like a team who might not even be able to make playoffs, because TL and Cloud9 got way better, 100 Thieves and Evil Geniuses got way better, FlyQuest is going to be interesting, CLG is going to be interesting, Immortals could even be a dark horse team, and yeah, TSM looks solid, but Spica and PoE are going to need to have some big years, especially if Huni, people have mixed opinions about him. People have mixed opinions about Doublelift. Lost is hyped up, but, whenever you have a young AD carry coming in who doesn't have a ton of LCS experience, you never know how that's going to go. And who's their support going to be? We really have no idea. Everyone keeps memeing that it's going to be Zeyzal, but I think a lot of people would be upset about that because Zeyzal's had a rough couple of years himself. But yeah, I mean, that's the update on TSM. I wish I could tell you more. We don't know much at this point, but it's not looking good. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. What's TSM's roster going to be? Who do you think they're going to get in the top lane? AD carry, support. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to update on latest content. Check me out over at twitch.tv/I_am_germ. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.